Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce. Coming off a loss in the Bucks game last night. We did have a 4-1 NBA night, so that was nice. We're cruising into the weekend. College football Saturday here, starting off Notre Dame, Syracuse. Let's go.
Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
All right, Irish on the road at Syracuse here. Line is Cuse -3. Early action all over Syracuse. 74% of the money on Syracuse as of Monday morning. Check it out, though. We see a complete flip here. Books have basically been taking Notre Dame action all week. Now sharp money is all over Notre Dame. Public's about even. The line has now dropped to Syracuse -2.5 as of Friday night. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, you already know the first step. We're running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the model, the line for this game should be Syracuse -13.52. So that's a full 11-point lean on the orange here. First off, before I break this down, I want to address the line because there are a lot of people that are saying this line is sketchy. Keep in mind that if you just go by straight up analytics, Syracuse is 39th offensively and 39th defensively in OFEI and DFEI. Notre Dame's all the way back at 54th in OFEI. The offense has been bad, yeah, but their defense is sitting at 17th in DFEI. So if you look at those numbers, take into consideration this game's in Syracuse, line kind of makes sense. The reason the line looks a little weird is because when you glance at it, you're like, whoa, Syracuse is good. Notre Dame is bad, because just that's what the media has been. Everything surrounding Syracuse has been positive this year. Even their loss last week to Clemson, they were winning most of the game. It was still looked at as like a positive thing. They covered. It's been almost the opposite in South Bend. I feel like everything you hear about Notre Dame is negative this year, about Marcus Freeman. But the truth is, if you look at the numbers, this line actually makes perfect sense. So the first thing I want to look at in this matchup is the Notre Dame run defense, because we're talking about Syracuse here. Yes, Garrett Schrader is throwing the ball more this year than he has at any point in his career. Yeah, the Orange have a little bit of a passing game too, but this is still a run-first offense. So can the Irish defense stop it? And honestly, that's a tough question to answer. On paper, yes, they should be able to. But if you take a look at Notre Dame's schedule, they really haven't played a rushing offense yet, which is rare at this point in the season of college football. I mean, look at this stretch of 4 games for Notre Dame. I'm going to read off the team they played and their rank in the country in run play frequency. First being the team that runs the most, 131st being the team that runs the least. Notre Dame played Cal, they're 120th. Purdue, 125th. North Carolina, 74th. And Stanford, 102nd. All of those teams are pass-first offenses, and then they play UNLV, who's 66th in run play frequency. So this is still a pass-first offense, but they run the ball a little more than those other teams. UNLV at 146 yards rushing on 5.2 yards per carry. Ready for this? Want to know the only team that Notre Dame has played this year that has a run-first offense? Marshall. And in case you forgot, Marshall ran for 219 yards on the Irish in South Bend and beat them. Syracuse runs the shit out of the ball, man, with Garrett Schrader and Sean Tucker. And this is coming off a game against Clemson where Sean Tucker inexplicably only had 5 carries. So you know they're going to feed him the ball. I have serious doubts on whether Notre Dame's defense can slow down the Syracuse offense. Now, let's be fair, though. Notre Dame can run the ball also. Syracuse averages 179 yards rushing a game. Notre Dame averages 178. So they're right there. They got a great line. Notre Dame's offensive line ranks 17th in average line yards. So this is an offensive line that's creating space in the running game. And the Syracuse defense, look what the Clemson offense did to the Syracuse defensive front last week. 60 carries for 293 yards rushing. Yes, this Clemson team definitely has more talent than Notre Dame overall, but not on the offensive line. Entering the season, Notre Dame was 9th. Clemson was 22nd in offensive line rating. There's just one last aspect to cover, and this is the game changer for me. Let's talk quarterbacks. I mean, I'm not a Drew Pine hater or anything, but let's be real. Garrett Schrader is way more proven than Drew Pine. I mean, we've seen Garrett Schrader with last-minute comeback drives at the end of games. In fact, he's probably a better thrower of the football than Drew Pine is right now. I know that sounds kind of crazy because as these two guys were recruited, one was supposed to be like a gunslinger and one was more of a run-first quarterback option. But from what we're seeing right now, Garrett Schrader's throwing the ball with a ton more confidence than Drew Pine is. And ready for this? Garrett Schrader has a passer rating of 104.6 when blitzed and 104.1 when pressured. Those are better numbers than when he throws from a clean pocket, which is exactly why defenses are having so much trouble stopping this Syracuse offense, because the way to beat them is to sit back in coverage and let Garrett Schrader try to pick you apart with his arm. But if you do that, he's just going to run the ball. And that's the deciding factor to me. I think these teams are pretty even. Notre Dame probably is slightly more talented, but I feel like getting the much better quarterback at home. Give me Syracuse minus 2.5, lock it in. If anything changes with this pick, I'll let you know on Twitter, so give me a follow there if you're interested. Also, if you want the final Saturday tickets that I do, bet of the day, top 7 bets, underdogs of the day, parlays of the day, that kind of stuff, head over to KyleKirms.com or download the Sauce Network app. All right, College Football Saturday, it's week 9 already. Let's have ourselves a good one. I'll talk to you on Twitter.